Hello. Did you guys check on the messages that I had read for you? Anyway, I will keep on talking about different things that we are going to go ahead and speak about. And if you have any kind of questions in between, you can go ahead and unmute. Sorry, you can go ahead and unmute yourself. You can go ahead and ask me. So today, I'm going to address one very fine point. That is, what are angels? First of all, before we move ahead to understanding what are angel messages for us, I will go ahead and talk about what are angels. Some people ask me some point of time, are they gods themselves? Are they, because they do so many miracles for us, aren't they the gods? I say no, they are the messengers of the gods. The way we all live onto this plane, there are multiple dimensions and levels. The highest level is where the gods dimension is, and there are other planes where there are light beings, there are sacred masters, there are angels, there are gurus. All of them come to our help, and each one of them has some kind of the power or the other. Now, what happens is in our everyday life, we refer to our friends, our families, our guides, gurus, all of them as angels because some point of time they have given us some kind of a help or guidance when we were needing it the most. जब हम हमें हमारे friends, guides, guardians right at the moment जब आपको help चाहिए वो करते हैं, we start believing and taking them as angels in front of us, and that's what it should be. Why not? What actually is happening is, if you see the terminology, angels are those beings who have gone ahead and given us a help when we need the most. That is the meaning of angels. Angels वो हैं जो हमें जब help चाहिए तब they come and extend it to us. Now, why and how and what happens when they are giving us messages? What is it exactly that is probing them to give us the messages? Number one is we all are born with two guardian angels. Minimum दो guardian angels के साथ हम लोग पैदा होते हैं. So these guardian angels' job is to protect us, to guide us. Then another question will come up like, if they are guarding us, if they are protecting us, why do we get into the churn of going through misery or taking so much of pain in our life? That happens because it is a spiritual journey, it is our karmic journey. So yes, they see that we are falling down because of a certain thing, but they are the ones who will come first to come and help you come out of those solutions. They are the ones who will give you the first hand to come out of it. That's what the concept of guardian angels is all about. So हम हमारे guardian angels से भी connect कर सकते हैं. Apart from that, apart from them, there are archangels who are higher beings, who have more power than guardian angels. So when we call out to them, we are essentially calling out to this higher power, to the supreme power. And we are asking them to come and help us, to come and guide us, to come and nurture us. How they can help you in your everyday routine life is number one, they guide you. जब समझ में नहीं आता है कि if this is the road for me or that is the road for me, they are the ones who will tell you, hey, this. Second, when you have already incurred some kind of damage, some kind of loss, some kind of challenge in your life, they are the ones who will help you heal out of these situations. Third is when some kind of manifestations need to be made in life. It's not about guidance, it's not about healing, it's about I'm desiring for a certain thing to be coming into my life. When we call out to them, they help us in the process of getting it in a faster way. They churn the energies for us. when you work with them, the very first thing is you are surrendering your energies to a higher energy. That means I don't know whether what is right for me, what's not right for me, and stuff like that. I'm surrendering myself to you. You are the one who will have to figure things out for me, and that is how it is for me at this point of time. Sometimes your guardian angels nudge you or do something that you see the same repetitive numbers only at a certain time. So, Kabhi, you must have experienced that when you look at your watch, it is exactly 555 or 444 or double one or triple two. Why does it happen on a regular basis? Initially, when it used to happen to me, I used to feel that it's just that I've programmed my subconscious mind to look at the watch at a certain hour. But when it used to happen to me, I didn't even know about the concept, and I was so very new. Then I challenged my own theory, saying that I didn't know about this concept. Then how did I end up programming my subconscious mind? So it was not limited to seeing the time there. All the kind of bills that used to come to me would be 111, 222, 555. No, that wasn't a coincidence. Sometimes when I would travel, I would see these numbers in the back of the car, or someone gave me something with those kind of numbers. So then I realized that this was completely out of the boundary. This was not limited to being coincidences. And that's when I started reading about these numbers. That's when I started knowing about these numbers. So in today's session, I'm going to go ahead and tell you about those numbers. Number one. Number two, how do you go ahead and take messages for your own self? Um, I will be touching upon very surface of the subject. There is going to be, before I proceed, there is going to be a call with Mr. Lotus on Sunday, 2nd of August, 11:11. If you guys would like to go ahead and learn a little more, or if you guys just want to go ahead and attend and see where I'll be giving you all certain tips to work with angels, certain more things. Topic of angels is as vast as it could get. If you were to work with any of the Indian deities like Hanumanji, like someone else, like Ganeshi, the same way, there are so many other people you can go ahead and work. There's so many other higher beings. There are people, believers of Sai Baba, there are believers of Meher Baba. Likewise, there are believers of some other sides and sectors. So is angels. Now, let me come back to numbers. When you see numbers as 1111, that means that you are essentially syncing with the patterns of universe. That also means that you are manifesting at a faster rate. Now, when you see number one as a single digit, it has a vibration of manifestation. It has a vibration of individual standing firm on the ground. Now, one when becomes double digit one, that is 11, that is two ones. The vibration of one increases to two ones. When you see ones in three digits, the vibration of one increases triple fold. And when you see vibration of one 4 times, that means the energy has multiplied 4 times. This goes with all the numbers. This happens with all kinds of numbers. Like when you see 222. So before I move to 222, double two has a stronger vibration of 2 than 222. And 222 has stronger vibration of 2 than only 22. So the more number of digits means stronger vibration. I hope you all are understanding. Now, coming to 111, there are also people who say that when you see 1111, you should clear out all the things from your mind. Why? Because that point of time, universe is clicking your picture. You're going to manifest what exactly you're thinking in your mind at that point of यहाँ पे आइडिया ये है कि you're synchronizing with the universe at such a rapid rate. आपकी एनर्जीज यूनिवर्स की एनर्जीज के साथ इतने रैपिड रेट से सिंक्रोनाइज कर रही है कि you are likely to manifest more and more and more and more in your life. So ये पूरे फेज में जब आप डबल वन देख रहे हैं, one thing you have to be very aware of: no negative thinking. Convert everything into positive aspects. Think more, do positive visualizations, think about what you want coming into your life, and you might manifest it faster than what otherwise would happen. Okay, now we come to number 222. 2 has a vibrations of faith, of emotions. So when you see number 222 very often, it means that you need to have faith that there is a higher force working for you. That means what you're asking for will come to you in right way, in right time. So you need to have lot more faith than what you're having right now. अगर कोई भी चीज की वजह से if you're losing out your faith, don't do that, because it is going to not work for you then. So go ahead, have a little more faith. Things are going to work out fine for you. When you see number 3, now number 3 is the number of Trinity. This also means Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. That means the energy of creation, energy of preserving, and the energy of transformation. Now all these 3 energies when come together becomes like a powerful Trinity. Another Trinity that we have all around us is number 1 our mind, number 2 our body, number 3 our spirit. हमारा mind, हमारी body और हमारा spirit, वो सब भी एक synchronization में आना चाहिए. Why? Because our soul has a certain plan to live, certain plan to map in this particular life. Secondly, our mind has an act of its own. Mind will be wandering everywhere, and our body will be going through certain type of physical aspects of needs, of pain, of desires, of what we want, of what we don't want. But when all 3 of them come together and synchronize themselves, you yourself end up becoming a very powerful being. So this is a sign of Trinity, that the Trinity energies are all around you. If we actually think we ourselves are the energies of creation, we ourselves are the energies of transformation, and we ourselves are the energies of preserving things to ourselves. Now this is what is happening in Trinity. The message, the sign is all around us. Now we move to number 444. When you see number 444, that means the angels are surrounding you. They are listening to you, they are guiding you, they are available. This is also one of those timings when you see number 444, you should close your eyes, pray to them, thank them for their presence. And if you need something, some kind of guidance, some kind of help, some kind of manifestation, some kind of healing, go ahead and tell them. Bindas, go ahead and tell them. So this is again one more essential time when you would want to go ahead, speak to them, connect with them, and this is a sign that they are with you. Next number is number 555. Now, if you take numerology, if you take angel numbers, any numbers, 5 is the number of rambling transformations in your life. Big amount of changes will come into your life. Those might be very challenging, but 5 is asking you to calm down and surrender your worries to angel rules. So ask them for support. They are going to go ahead and help you map this entire journey. Eventually, after that particular phase, you will have new things happening in your life. When you see number 666, now number 666 is also a number of, in certain cults, certain religion patterns and beliefs, they believe it is the number of devil. However, it means the devils are all inside us sometimes. It means that we are paying more attention to material things. We are paying more attention to our own ego. So number 666 tells you that do not pay so much of attention to material needs. Those will provided to you when the right time comes or as you need them. You need to work on your life purpose. You need to work on your spirituality. This is what number 666 asks you to do. As you all know, number 7 is the vibration of spirituality. Number 777, that means you're uplifting yourself spiritually. That means you're going to go ahead and connect with more spiritual people. You're going to go ahead and experience more spiritual things. That means the path you've taken is that of purity. That is a right path for you to go ahead and pursue. So 777 is the vibration of spirituality and also the confirmation that you're walking the right path. Now we move to number 888. Number 888 means, it means two things. Number one, 8 is the number of abundance. That means money is coming your way. But 8 is also like an infinity sign that whatever you've started is coming back to you in a good way. So if you put good seeds, you will get good results coming out. If you've put not so good seeds, the results might not be so great. So you have to be wary of what kind of deeds you're doing when you see number 888. Now when we move to number 999, it shows an end of a cycle. The way after 1 to 9, it just ends. The cycle ends and a new beginning comes into picture. The way same way, 9 shows an end of a cycle. That means after this end, there's going to be a very beautiful new beginning. And when you see number 0 is in support of any other number. It just enhances the vibration of that particular number. So this is how all angel numbers are. Sometimes when you want to be guided about what your angels are telling you, and you want to be guided about words more than numbers, what you need to do is take a book out, hold the book between both your hands, and ask Archangel Michael to be giving you some kind of a guidance. Open a random book, a random page. You can do this with a newspaper also, and start reading. First of all, read only one sentence or one word. Just think about it, whether this is the kind of answer you were looking at. If not, read a paragraph and you will soon understand that there's something. Whatever attracts, whichever line, whichever paragraph is attracting your attention, it is the paragraph you must consider. It is the word you must consider. It is the line you must consider as your message, as your guidance. Okay, do this for a week and see whether you're seeing some kind of repetitive pattern when it comes to numbers, when it comes to messages, sentences. When I was doing it, what had happened with me in particular, like there was one song and one line in that song that would come to me over and over wherever I would go, or even if I turned on radio or I turned on any kind of channel or I happened to bump into my office, the same line was playing everywhere. And I realized that that was a message that was meant to come to me. It has also happened with me that sometimes I asked to receive messages through words. The same kind of word as a name, same kind of word as a title, as someone's visiting card, as someone's status message, something like that kept on appearing in front of me. And that was not a coincidence. So this is how it happens when it comes to messages and you want to communicate. Apart from these, there are multiple ways of connecting with angels. One of the ways we explored today in our group was through reading the oracle card messages. So one can go ahead and learn reading oracle cards, or people who go ahead and start connecting with angels, who become pro at that, also start making their own set of oracles. Like whenever I conduct the angel workshops, the angel miracle workshops, I always enhance my students' vibrations in such a way that they come to a point where they will be able to start building their own oracle. Vibrations come to a certain level. Now, what happens when you start connecting with angels is certain answers, certain prayers come to you in fruition in a faster way. A lot of my students have seen uh, a sudden growth or a surge of energies when it came to their finances, when it came to their relationships and health. On Sunday's call that I'm talking about on 2nd of August, 11:11 in the morning, they are going to come. They are going to talk about it along with me. So I request all of you to be present there if you'd like to know a little bit more about that. And that is also going to be the day when I'm going to go ahead and give a lot of tips on angels. For now, this was about seeking angel messages. So, how I would like to end today's mind side of talk is that there are multiple ways. Number one, you start seeing numbers. Second, start seeing messages. Now, these are the basic most ways of receiving guidance from angels. You can also try the book method that I told you. Apart from that, there are a lot many meditative practices, channelizing practices that happen when you wish to connect with your angels. Now, if you have any questions regarding any of these, I would like to take your questions, or else I would like to take you. You can unmute yourself if you wanted to ask any questions. So angels answer back in multiple ways. So sometimes they see, there are people who can see them, who can mute them. But there are people who would, like normal people might not be able to see them, right? So what they'll do is they'll send you repetitive signs. So they'll show you the same number again and again. They'll show you combinations of number. Like when you see 1717 or 7171, and it happens in continuous manner, that means the path you're walking is right one for you. That means that you're going in a nicer fashion. You're right, like walk the same path. There are people like me, my numbers keep changing. So maybe this week I'm seeing 1111 more, and week after this it could be 222s, or it could be 444. It could be any. Okay, so number one is through messages. Numbers. Number two is through messages. You keep on saying some words and some lines over and over. So that's what I was telling. That you get a book, close the book, call upon Archangel Michael and ask him to guide you regarding what is it that you need guidance for. And after that, take 3 deep breaths, open the book, and see any word that you see first, any paragraph that you read first, and see whether it suits well as your answer. And then you ask him to continue giving you these kind of messages and guidance, and you will not have to look back. They will always connect you. And when the answer comes to you, you will know that this has come for you. You will know that, yes, this is something I heard when I was in office, or I was having a conversation with my colleague, or this, you will see the resemblance in so many different ways. So this is how it happens. I hope I've answered your question.
Yeah, and one more thing, like last week, just once I stepped out of the house and I saw 222 in one of the car's number plate, and then while I was coming back, I saw 555. So was that also a message that Angel wants to connect? And
Yes.
but I did not see it repetitively, because just once, because I stepped only once out of the house.
No, so it's not about stepping out of the house, or it's not about really seeing on car plates. How it happens with me is, even if I've not seen it as a time on my phone, a lot of times it happens that when I take my phone in my hand, it is 222. Sometimes I am reading through messages that I've received a little earlier, and I see that the time was 1111. Sometimes I happen to bump into one of the Facebook posts, which is the same number again. Sometimes one of my friends has sent me something, has that kind of a number. So it could be multiple ways, but yes, it has to be repetitive. It's just one random, if I've seen, no, it doesn't count. But in a week, if you're seeing more than twice, thrice, 4 times, 5 times, in a day, believe me, I could see it like 10 times. I'm not saying it has to be that exaggerated, but yes, it happens more
No,
frequently. It's not
no.
just
So
one.
I did not see it repetitively. Just once I saw 222, and once and the same day I saw 555. So I don't see it repetitively at home or somewhere else. So it's not then a
This has
sign.
just happened in this week. Uh, I'm not saying look out for the numbers. I'm just saying, just at the back of your mind, just keep it there. Relax. You don't need to specifically go and see. But if these numbers start, so how it starts, sometimes it's slow progression, and then it starts happening so rapidly. So what started happening with me, I was being new to numbers and I didn't know why it was happening, and I was not bothering about them at all, thinking that yeah, it's something to do with my subconscious. And so many times it started happening. It was years back when someone told me about it, and someone told me that these are angel numbers and you need to read about them. So the information started coming from various sources on its own, and that's when I connected the dots that maybe it is time that they are wanting to tell me something. So I was like, yes, now I'll go ahead and read. And when I started reading about them, by then the frequency of that happened so much that I had to literally pray to them that please stop doing it. I've started reading about it, and that's when the frequency went down. Otherwise, my bills were 555, my rickshaw meters or taxi meters were 222 or 111 or something like that. So it was a sort of mumbo jumbo for me at that point of time.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Any other questions if anyone has right now? You can unmute yourself if you wish. So cool then. I will take your leave. All right. It's lovely having you all here. Tomorrow we will be doing a live card reading session. I will be giving details of the live card reading onto the group. Once again, it is going to be a Zoom call on which I will be reading out the messages. Everyone will be able to ask me 1 to 2 questions on the live call. And on 2nd of August, once again, I will be having a call with the Mystic Lotus where I will be giving tips to work with angels to calm down when it comes to monies, when it comes to health, when it comes to other areas of life. So I invite all of you to go ahead and join the call. So thank you everyone for joining me here. Thank you very much.